my work is basically saying, yeah, the prosecution's version of events makes sense, but there are other versions of events which also make sense, which are legitimate. So, for example, DNA transfer is a big issue just now, because it used to be when DNA started, we had identifiable body fluids. The technique wasn't very sensitive, so it was blood, semen, saliva, that type of thing. So you could see what you were testing. Now we've got weapons, drug bags, things like that, where we're just swabbing. It's trace evidence, it's invisible. Some people call it touch DNA, and that's a misnomer, because you don't need to touch something.
Yeah.
You know, as I'm speaking just now, my DNA is going all over this table, so I hate to worry you. But, and, you know, so you took this glass and you put it there, right? And I touched that glass, I could pick your DNA up from that glass.
And then if you were to touch something else, you could spread my DNA.
Yes. So that's...
Right.
Well, remember that so going back to these swabs,
Yeah.
so you now do a swab and you find 4 people's DNA on there. You can't say who touched it, if they touched it at all. You can't say what order the DNA was deposited in. It could have been any one of them that deposited the other 3. So that's the consequence of increasing the sensitivity of the DNA. I mean, DNA doesn't go about on its own, right? It's in cells, like skin cells and so on. So you get about, let's say, between 5 and 10,000 cells on the head of a pin. We can produce a profile from about 10 of those.
Does it get to a point where it's too sensitive?
In my view, yes.
Because
I mean,
it
a lot of my
blurs the
time
lines,
is...
right?
Sorry?
It blurs the lines.
Well, of course, because now when you've got the blood, semen, saliva, there's a connection with a fluid, which is normally a connection then to the crime. But there may be no connection to the crime with the techniques we're currently using.